In 2021, Giannis delivered one of the craziest finals runs we've ever seen. A knee that bent the wrong way. A team that was doubted and down 0-2. Clutch and signature plays game after game. A finals performance that belongs on the Mount Rushmore of finals performances. So why did this finals seemingly get buried? This is the most underappreciated finals run in NBA history. Heading into the 2021 NBA playoffs, the Bucks were the third seed and still doubted. Narratives everywhere. Giannis has no bag. He can't shoot. Just build a wall. But legends, they don't care about narratives. The Bucks handled their business in round 1 against the Heat, setting up a much anticipated date with the Nets. A series that was a slugfest going to 7, and Game 7 was the perfect representation of the series, a back and forth thriller. Giannis dropped 40 in Game 7, becoming just the 20th player ever to do so. Then, in the Eastern Conference Finals, everything should have ended. Giannis goes down with a knee injury.
And someone's down. And it looks like it's Giannis. This is something you absolutely don't want to see. I mean, it is stone silence in this building. Able to put any weight on it.
That thing bent the wrong way. Knees shouldn't bend like that. Everyone thought it was over. Conversations of ligament tears and surgery. Most players don't come back from that in a month. Giannis came back in a week, and he didn't just return, he dominated. A big talking point entering the NBA Finals was the Suns weren't a good team, but statistically, that's just not true. The Suns secured the 2nd seed in a very good West and paced as a 58-win team with the 4th best point differential in the NBA. They were also only one of 4 teams to both achieve a top 10 offensive and defensive rating. People act like the Suns stumbled into the finals, but going into the series, Phoenix was the favorite. In Game 1, Giannis looked timid in a loss, reasonable coming back from this. Game 2 also ended in a Suns win, but Giannis gave everyone a teaser of what he was about to do, dropping 42 on a ridiculous 15 of 22 from the field. As Game 3 rolled around, Chris Paul was cooking drop coverage, Devin Booker seemed to have channeled his inner Jordan, and in NBA history, only 4 teams had come back from down 0-2 in the finals. A comeback was viewed as a miracle, but if you want your seat at the table of the all-time great performances, a miracle is one hell of a way to do it. Giannis said, "Not on my watch," and dropped a 40-burger again in a win. Giannis became just the 2nd player ever to drop 40 points and 10 rebounds in back-to-back finals games, joining Shaq. Then in Game 4, we got one of the most clutch and impressive defensive plays in NBA history.
Tucker on him, throws it up for Ayton. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
That's one of the greatest plays in the history of basketball.
I think it's one of the greatest plays we've ever seen in NBA history.
None of the other bigs are making that play.
That block ended up being the key play to tie the series at 2-2. In Game 5, Giannis absolutely snatched the Suns' soul.
Stolen by Holiday. Phoenix has to foul. And Antetokounmpo throws it down. Throws it up where only Giannis can catch it.
Another play to completely flip the series on its head, giving the Bucks a 3-2 lead. In both of these games, Giannis was elite on both ends, dropping 26 and 32 points, setting up Game 6 in Milwaukee. Giannis became just one of 2 players to drop 50 points in a finals closeout game, matching Bob Pettit all the way in 1958. With everyone questioning his ability to shoot free throws, questioning if he can make them when it matters, on the biggest stage, in the biggest game of his career, with a chance to bring Milwaukee its first title in 50 years, this man shot 17 of 19 from the line. 17 of 19. And he didn't just score, he locked in defensively. 5 blocks in Game 6. Total control of the paint. This man made Devin Booker his son in the fourth quarter. A week after an injury that had everyone convinced his season was over, Giannis did this. Giannis delivered 340 and 10 games. He became the first player in finals history to drop 30, 10, and 5 on 60% shooting. He is the only player ever to drop 50, 10, and 5 in a closeout game in NBA history, let alone the finals. Giannis has the most points per minute in finals history. There are so many stats to show how absurd this performance was. There's only a handful of finals that live up to this, from the doubt to the absurd raw numbers. So why does it seem like this run doesn't get talked about like the others? Some finals age like legends, others unfortunately get buried under narratives. This one seems to have been buried under a lot of narratives, and it's a damn shame. One of which was the Suns weren't good, which we already talked about. Another one was injuries. But you could point to injuries for almost any finals run, from Kawhi against the Warriors to LeBron against the Warriors, although that included Draymond ball hunting, but you know. Giannis didn't join a super team, he stayed in a small market. Against all odds, he delivered a city its first championship in 50 years, putting up absurd numbers. A series filled with doubt, a series filled with spectacular clutch plays, a series with the greatest closeout game we have ever seen in the finals. This run deserves respect, and it deserves its place among the best we have ever seen.